Just some thoughts after, Fastlane and everything else. I think WWE has really, really hurt Becky Lynch here. It's amazing. The fans are still, here's the thing, it's still working, and the fans are still cheering for her, and things might work out for WrestleMania. But, if this was going to be the thing that you went with, the main event, the main attraction, everything else, they really have, I think, have ruined Becky Lynch because there's just way too much going on here. And the number one thing that just needed to go already and hasn't gone is this injury to her leg. This gimping around, it's not good. It's making her look weak. It's not doing what Vince McMahon believes it's doing. Sometimes it does do this. Sometimes, yes, you look like a strong working man or working woman or, oh man, she's still going through it. I get that, but it's overly done. And at this point, people don't want that with her. Now, normally that's a good thing, right? Like Star Wars, let's use Star Wars as the example. Rey is a Mary Sue, overpowered, ridiculous. It doesn't work that well. Luke Skywalker, he had to work his way up to getting better. And so I see that, like you're stacking everything against her. She has to overcome all these obstacles. It should make everything better. But I honestly think that they want to see this genetic ass kicker or bionic ass kicker in Becky. The fans care more about her language and her mouth than it's not. You don't need to do that. The deck is already seemingly stacked. You don't have to have her limping. Every time you see her limping, the excitement drops a little bit. When Steve Austin would come out, the glass breaks, he had that walk, and here he comes. People want to see Becky Lynch bleeding from the face going, let's go, motherfucker. That's what they wanted to see. That's why they popped for that. That's why it was an iconic moment almost. But this hobbling, overly done. She doesn't even look like she can compete. And by the way, that's the whole reason why Triple H and Stephanie weren't going to let her compete. But now all of a sudden they are going to let her compete, and she looks like she can't even walk. None of this part makes sense, and it's ruining her story a bit. Yes, okay, maybe to most casual people out there, they just kind of gloss over it, and once we get to Mania, it won't matter. But for a lot of people, it is lowering the excitement for this match and kind of ruining Becky Lynch's whole thing. I think WWE has done an absolute detriment to Becky Lynch. They've made Ronda Rousey become more interesting by her social media comments now than Becky Lynch. And again, Becky Lynch hobbling everywhere, it's not working. She should look better than she does. Man, I don't know. I just think this has become way too convoluted, way too overthought. And things were sailing away smoothly heading into WrestleMania, it seemed. I can't believe that she's still hobbling around like this. They really needed to get rid of that, or Becky needed to reveal that she was faking the whole thing. It wasn't as bad as we thought. I thought 3 different times that was going to happen, and it didn't. And she's still hobbling around out there. I mean, I just... that part of things doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, more on my re-review of Fastlane from last night. Coming up a little bit later, an episode of me and Bailey's new podcast is available on Patreon, patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Thank you guys. Check out Botchamania on YouTube, yeah. But check out, where is it here? I said Botchamania. I love Botchamania. Shout out to Matthew, my buddy. But yeah, on Instagram, you got to check out Botch Club on Instagram. They're good guys. And again, we will be at the New England Fan Fest in Warwick, Rhode Island on June 7th. The Hall of Fame, New England Hall of Fame, everything's going to be there. It's going to be a big time, big weekend. So make sure in Rhode Island, you guys are out there to see me there, and everybody else that's going to be there. It's going to be a good time. I'll be live tonight after Raw, and more videos coming today as I continue to try to dissect and, I don't know, man, filter myself out and shake off I don't even know how I felt about Fastlane. I think I really liked half of it, and then the other half of it I didn't like. So, but in the end, I'm going to give it a thumbs up. But it was just so much to kind of talk about. It's very interesting in a way, and I will get to that in my next video coming out in the next couple hours, guys. Look for that soon. Here's some other videos you might have missed. If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe. Don't miss out the daily videos and podcasts here on WWE Wrestling and other stuff. And my other channel, youtube.com/corruptedpodcast. Support on Patreon is coming up on the top right.